Well, hi Virgos. Welcome to Universal Guidance Tarot. It's time for your reading. Wow, I've shuffled these cards very well. I'm going to shuffle them just a few more times. This is a two-part reading. The overall energy of this reading will be in the middle of the first part of the reading. So Virgos, let's find out what you can expect to come up in your life. Remember, all cards are male or female. If this reading resonates, it's probably your reading. If it does not resonate, it probably is not your reading, and I would check your moon sign, which is your private and emotional side. Okay, the overall energy of your reading, Virgos, and there you are right there as a hermit, Virgo. You're under stress, like there's anxiety, confusion. You might be arguing with somebody right now. So I need to find out why this surrounds your entire reading. Up here in your highest energy is the Seven of Cups. There's confusion going on about love. You're wondering if the love is really there or not. All these cups have something else in them. Is this another one of those love relationships that turns out to not really be love? I feel like that's kind of what you're up in your head about. You're questioning the love. You're confused about it. It's right next to the moon. The moon is the card for Pisces. So Pisces might be strong in your chart or around this reading in someone else's chart. But the moon is the card, like I said, for Pisces. The moon is like something being revealed. It's like hidden things coming out into the open. Like you didn't know that lobster was there until it crawled out. So night turning to day. So, Virgos, I feel like something will be exposed. I feel like you're under a lot of stress right now with some confusion and love, but something's going to come to light. I have the Seven of Wands next to the moon, and the Seven of Wands is about, well, you have your wand up, like in self-protection, guarding yourself. So you're putting yourself in this place of just kind of protection because you're unsure. And I think you're unsure of the love. And you're just all up in your head about this. We have the Four of Wands under the Seven of Cups. This is a divine soulmate connection. This is union between two people. There's a lot of love, there's a lot of joy associated with this card. Also, marriage can be associated with this card. But I think you're doubting it. You're doubting the love that you once did not doubt. So something will be revealed here. Maybe it was revealed, which is making you doubt the love. Next to the Five of Wands and under the Seven of Wands is the Five of Cups. So the Five of Cups, yeah, you're feeling pretty disappointed in these cups of love right now. You're looking at them as if they've been spilled. This is what I call the card of hope because there's two full cups right behind this figure. So now let's find out what's going to happen. Things might turn around. Let's keep reading. We have the King of Wands under the Four of Wands. This is fire, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius that might be strong in your chart or their chart or around this reading. But your energy is holding on to this staff of fresh starts and new beginnings with one hand, and the other hand is on your hip. You're ready to move this forward. I mean, I think you wanted to move this forward to into a marriage, or if you're already in a marriage, you just want to move the marriage forward. And you're ready to do so. But you got caught up. You got caught up in some sort of spiritual lesson here with this person. This is the Judgment card. There's your guardian angels and your spirit guides, and they're blowing the horn down on you. But you're awakening to it. I mean, spiritual lessons are difficult. So it doesn't surprise me a bit to have the Five of Wands right above the Judgment card. So you want to move forward, but there's some kind of lesson that's coming out here. It's probably been hidden. It probably is going to be revealed. So you're awakening to something here. Something is dawning on you or coming to you, okay? You have been like seeking your path forward. This is your card, Virgo, the Hermit. But more importantly, it's a very spiritual card. And the Hermit, it shows up, it's like the universe. And so there's a couple things you need to know. One thing is you've been going through a spiritual lesson. They're shining the lantern right on the Judgment card. You're wondering what's been going on? It's a spiritual lesson. So there's something that you're really important to take away from this, okay? So right above the Hermit is the 3 spilled cups. The card of hope, though, because there's 2 full cups. Now, I think they're showing you that if you learn your spiritual lesson, there's hope and love here. Let me take out the rest of this. I'm not quite sure what your lesson is, though. But I'm hoping the second part will show us what your lesson is, or at least give us, a hint. This is a soulmate that we're dealing with that you might have known since childhood. I think they have left the scene, but are going to return. Oh gosh. Okay. I have the 6 of Cups up in your highest energy. This is a soulmate card. This soulmate you might have known from childhood or college years, sometime when you're very young. But this is the only cup in the whole deck that's allowed to have anything in it. It's a flower, so it's a very sweet energy. You've definitely known them in another lifetime. Definitely, they are a soulmate. But I feel like you're waiting, maybe not waiting, but they're returning. They're coming back. This is a reunion card. It's a joyful reunion. 3 cups. There's 3 down here, and there's 3 up here. I think they're returning. I think that's what you don't see happening. I think that might be the surprise. And in the meantime, you're learning this spiritual lesson, which I really don't know what it is yet. So I don't know if I will either. Let me just keep reading. I have the 9 of Swords here next to the 3 of Cups. Yeah, I think you've been missing them. I think you've been blaming yourself somehow that they're not in your life anymore. I don't know what was said, what went down. I think there was an argument. Something happened here. And I think it was about something that was exposed or came to light that someone was not very happy about. But all these swords of truth and clarity, they go through your mind in your quiet times. Anytime, like getting ready for bed, just like the picture, doing dishes. Anytime you have time to think, these thoughts, these swords just start coming through and coming through. Well, you're going to have a chance because they're coming back. You're going to meet up with them again. So you're going to have a chance to resolve, I think, this issue, or at least talk about it more, because swords are about conversation too, and it is about truth and clarity. I think there's something that either wasn't said or needs to be said. I have the Ace of Pentacles under the 6 of Cups, and next to, on the other side of the 5 of Cups, 2 full cups. And then here we had the 4 of Wands. I mean, this is such a special soulmate. You know they feel the connection you feel. They have to. I think they might be coming back in with some sort of commitment. I don't think they're around you right this second, but I think they're coming back with a commitment. I have the Empress. That they see you as the Empress. You are the Empress, whether you're male or female. If you're a parent, you're a very good parent. You're kind and considerate and loving and just, supportive and forgiving and considerate. And I can go on and on. Lovely qualities. So you absolutely must have someone in your life who has the same qualities. If they don't, it will not work out, because you need someone who sees things the way you see them a lot. Morals, standards, things like that, things that are really important. And so right under that 9 of Swords and next to your card here, the Empress, which can be Libra or Taurus, that might be strong in your chart, their chart, or around this reading, I have the Page of Cups. So you're up in your head and you're thinking that that's all that they were offering you. You're wondering about the love. You're like, is all they had was a cup with a fish in it? Is that all they had for me when you're so in love with them? I think you really did expect this to go turn into marriage, or the marriage would go further. But instead, there was an argument or something happened. I think you divided, and I think they're coming back in. And I think they're coming in with a long-awaited pentacle. I think that's why the Knight of Pentacles, this can be Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn too, is next to the Hermit. I mean, the Hermit is shining the lantern right on a spiritual lesson, and on the back side is the Pentacle. Maybe you're very impatient. Maybe you're just an impatient person. Because this is the slowest card in the deck. It looks like the horse is standing still. It is moving, but very slowly. And I mean very, very, very slowly. It's bringing the pentacle, and it's going to be offered to you. Look at that. You have sought advice from the universe. You've been looking for enlightenment about this situation. This is the card of enlightenment. So I look around the Hangman here, and it's right below your card here of the Empress, and right next to the Knight of Pentacles. They're coming in. They're coming in with a pentacle. You're learning your spiritual lesson. It's all, you're up in your head, and whatever you're up in your head about is your spiritual lesson. Okay? It's something that you've done. It's something that you could have changed or done differently, or something like that. Okay? So next to the Hangman here is the Ace of Cups. You know, they're not bringing a Page of Cups. They're bringing an Ace of Cups. They really do love you. And there's going to be an equal exchange of love going on here. They're going to bring in the Ace of Pentacles with them. So you'd be down in the dumps right now looking at spilled cups. You might really be up in your head about what have you done or said or whatever, or treated the situation, how you handled something. So that's your spiritual lesson up there. One more card, bottom of the deck, coming back. It's going to be resolved. The Six of Pentacles. It's all about the Pentacles. So the Six of Pentacles goes right here. So you were feeling like they were breadcrumbing the relationship because they weren't coming forth with the Pentacle. And I think that's what the argument was about. And it was throwing your scales off balance. And so this soulmate here is coming back in. Okay. They realized maybe they were breadcrumbing the relationship just the way you said they were. And they might be coming in and deciding, wait a minute, they don't want to let you go. They got too much love for you. So Virgo, this is your reading. And thank you for watching Universal Guidance Tarot.